Let me crack this beer.
Okay.
Oh,
Cracking
shit.
beers. Cracking beer.
Oh shit! All over my stuff, man.
All over my keyboard. My computer fries, blows up.
That should be the first sound of the episode.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Elder Trolls Gaming Podcast. We're on episode 18 now. We're a podcast where three Canadian brothers come together and we talk about games and other things too. And this week, I think we got a banger this week. I'm pretty excited. I don't know about you guys.
Me too. I got some interesting stuff here. I don't think I've ever told you guys any of this, or we've ever talked about it really. So,
Oh my gosh! Well, before we get to it, I am Take It Easy, Jono. Who's this guy?
Nasty
The
Nate?
bald guy.
Oh.
Nasty Nate. Yeah,
You're pointing up at
I'm
him.
Ron Burgundy,
yeah.
and I'm Dandolph the Wise. Let's do this. Leroy.
All right. Right. What's going on, guys? This is a Saturday night recording. Different recording time. We're cracking open a couple of drinky
Different
poo-poos.
vibe. A lot of RGB lighting going on. A little cool vibes going
Yeah.
on. Some drinks. A little bit of a
Should I-
different
should I
vibe.
get-
there.
Maybe
little
some-
smoke, a little drink.
Let me try a little bit more.
little
Let me
ripple,
try a
a
little
little
bit more
grass.
vibe here, guys. Check it out.
Thanos
vibe.
gonna try more vibe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something happen.
Got some Barry Manilow come on in the background.
I've been feeling dead.
Oh, wait, that's Marvin Gaye. I should know that.
Well, boys, I've been busy. Okay? Fucking busy. I got weddings coming down the pipe now for the photography. I've finished 3 weddings in the last couple weeks.
How did your parfait aftermath go this afternoon?
Actually, I was fine. I think I beat my lactose intolerance, boys.
By consuming
Consuming
surplus amounts of it. Like,
I do not
last
believe
night-
it.
kind of
Or yesterday we went for like a wine tour in Quebec, like out in the outskirts. I can't remember what the hell the place is called. The Pontiac Valley, that's what it's called. A lot of Pontiacs there.
Bandit.
Pontiac Bandits. And they would just be feeding us all day, like craft stuff, like the cheese that they make there, the yogurts, all that stuff. And I was just chowing, right? And then I was like, you're going to be shitting your fucking pants, like by our second stop. I was like, you know what? Not today. Not today.
Mind
And
over
I didn't
matter.
shit. Yeah. And I didn't shit all fucking day. Can you believe
that's
that?
because you're eating a bunch of cheese. It's just
I can't believe
the
it. I think you're
opposite.
lying.
Yeah. And then we got to the spa. And then we had more dinner. I had a poutine. I had a friggin' everything. I was like, that's it, man. I was like, mind over gut matter. That's it.
wow.
And then today I was
Congratulations.
like, what? Still nothing. So then I friggin' went for the yogurt parfait. I went for the eggs Benedict. I went for all
He
this
just
kind of
becomes a
stuff.
giant monster because he doesn't shit. He's like Tetsuo or something. Fucking consumes the whole city with like a dairy monster.
That is putrid. That is disgusting.
Nice. Well, I got a lot to talk about. I think today. I think I didn't really tell you guys some stuff that I was doing the
Yeah.
last couple weeks, so it would be a surprise on the
Cool.
pod.
I like that.
I lightly mentioned it. I think, but
Oh, you want to talk about the Halo stream? Just now?
yes, I
Plug
do
it.
want to talk about the Halo stream. We streamed Halo. We tried to go on Twitch, but OBS wasn't acting right, so we
It was like
we
reverting
streamed on.
changes. And
Yeah, I wouldn't save my changes to stream to Twitch, so it kept wanting to stream to YouTube. So I was like, fuck it, we'll just stream to YouTube. So we streamed it to YouTube, and we did the first 3 chapters of Halo. Dandolph the Wise was not there because it's only a 2-player co-op.
When I said that I thought I had played it through, because I had played the first few levels of it co-op, but it might have just been me and Thrillhouse, but somebody was in the party with us, so I got confused thinking that it was 3 of us doing it.
Like
I
talking
think
to
it
you.
might have been Kyle was like, yeah, just talking to us while me and Matt were playing. I don't really remember, but I do remember
well-
those levels that you guys were doing at the beginning.
It was fun. I thought it was
I thought it was
hilarious. I actually can't wait to do the next part sometime this week. It should be. We should do it.
Monday, Tuesday.
But yeah, we're gonna make a series of it. We got part 1 out now on the YouTube. Check it out. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny because
It is
we had
true.
like 2.5 hours of footage, and I just like, took all the funny shit, and it's a quick 9-minute video, and hopefully that's how the rest of them will kind of work out. So check it out.
Shall we talk about the big episode that's going to come down the pipe?
Your eyebrows look like your mustache. Like I'm seeing them the exact same proportions. Like I could just take your mustache and put it up above your eyes,
No, one
and
mustache.
it would look the same.
One mustache.
No, just straight across, and it would look the same.
A unibrow. So, there's going to be a big project episode coming up that incorporates all of our kind of talents that we've been, accumulating over the years of our existence. So, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be fun. We have not seen this done in any of the other podcasts or even like YouTube channels that I watch, So, I think it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be engaging. It's going to be fun, and you're going to see our
Creative side.
creative sides.
It's going to be a cool mix of
a lot of work, though.
of our talents
Yes, it's
with
gonna be a lot of
our
work.
loves like video games and pop culture
Yeah,
and that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to it, but again, I'm working on this friggin' song that I'm just trying to get out very soon, mid-September, and then I'm like free to focus on everything else.
cool. Yeah, so it won't be out for a while, but it's going to take a while to do like the plan. So
And we're gonna be working on the Halo thing.
yeah, we got lots of content coming, boys.
Yeah,
Lots of
This
stuff
is
in the
it.
pipe,
it's
in the
exciting.
chamber.
That's exciting. That's cool. It's really cool. Cool.
Give me everything you got.
Well, what have you guys been playing? What have you been playing?
I've got Mass Effect Legendary Edition that I
too.
started as well as Take It Easy, Jono.
Yes.
And it's the first time I've played it since Mass Effect 2 came out January 26, 2010. So I haven't played any of the Mass Effect games in 12 years. So this is the first time I'm playing it in that long. And it's really cool to see everything with kind of updated graphics because as far as I know, number 1 looks like number 2 did when it came out. So they're kind of keeping it consistent with that. And it looks the way I think it should, the way I wanted to. Definitely got a kind of a different color vibe to it than I remember playing on PC for the first one. And of course, this is Take It Easy Jono's first time starting it too. And I'm looking
You
forward
started
just
from the
kind of a
first
few
one?
hours in.
You started the first
I was
one?
thinking about doing the third one, but then I was like, nah, I could use a refresher, but not just one of those YouTube view refreshers. I just want to play it again because your characters, the thing about Mass Effect is your characters and all your decisions like carry through to the next games.
Yes.
So
that's what
I wanted to kind of get
learned.
that rolling.
Nice. That's cool. I'm on like 2 hours in or something. But
yeah, me
it's-
too. I didn't get very far yet.
Yeah, so far it's pretty good. The movement is not great. And I tried playing on Xbox and I just could not take that controller scheme. I couldn't do it.
I don't know. I don't have any problem with it.
It only has 2 sensitivities. It's like high or medium or something like that. And I just found them both
Yeah, but-
horrible.
Really, I didn't even notice. I was just like,
The
shooting
dead
everything.
zone is so bad. There's like a huge dead zone. Blah. I don't play controller a lot, but when I do, I need it to be good. Okay, I need it to be finely
guess.
tuned. Finely
You're
tuned,
used to that.
so I'm comfortable.
I just don't like the weapon wheel, the talent wheel or whatever it is, where you can only like favorite one ability, where you can just shortcut and press you'd have to like go to select a new one to map it or whatever to hotkey it. So like if I wanted to use throw, I have to press X on that and it'll remember that as like the mapped talent. So then I can just tap RB and it does it. Whereas if I wanted to switch that to something else, I'd have to like open the window, the weapon wheel or the talent wheel, then go select another one and then use that. It's kind of annoying, but
That's
I
same
think that's
with the
just a
guns,
limitation
though.
of the old
Same with
What?
the guns?
Yeah,
Is it the
yeah.
same with the guns? Yeah. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that
you
is
can
a bit annoying.
You can tap left button though, or left bumper, and it'll switch between I think 2 of your previous used ones. So
Yeah.
it always goes between shotgun and pistol for me with my Vanguard class that I chose. If I want to use the sniper or the assault, I have to like actually select them in the wheel.
Well, I'm not really even there yet. Quite there yet. Maybe I'm like an hour and a
Yeah.
half in. But like the talents and stuff,
I
I
had
really
a-
don't even have it.
I had a funny story about Mass Effect that Shaver told us about, and I laughed pretty hard because it goes back to the decisions you make in the first games. You can be a complete douchebag as Shepard, and the last time Shaver played, he's like, "I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna be the biggest asshole in the universe, and I'll just like be scum to people in all the galaxy." So he was just a total piece of shit to everyone and whatever. And apparently there's some bonus content, downloadable content or something he told me about where there's like a party celebration at the like end of the entire series or something. I don't know, where there's like a party and there's people who would like come in. It's like a bonus thing who celebrate with you, characters that celebrate with you and Shepard, and whoever was like you've made friends with over the course of the games is there. But Shaver said like no one was there in the party because he was just a douchebag to everyone. That was very funny.
He's just standing by himself in like a room, and there's like some balloons and shit. It's like, what the fuck? He's like looking around. I can just picture my guy. He's just like, he's got a big scar, bald. He's got gray beard, like gray scruff like me. But gray and like gray bald kind of buzzed head. He's fucking he looks like a badass, that's for sure. My guy looks badass.
You're kind of describing me.
No, not that bald.
So you created your own custom looking Shepard.
Yes, yeah.
That's
had
what
to
I
do
did the
that.
first time through. But I chose the regular default one, and he looks in this version, the newer update, he looks so like shell shocked.
He's seen some shit, man.
Yeah, he looks super like traumatized. He's just like not trusting of anyone, and his eyes are like this.
The shifty eyes?
No, he's got like really wide eyes all the time. He just looks super intense.
Like this.
I made my guy's eyes really
But it's
weird
funny.
shaped. I made them like like this or something, and like he's like, and they're really spread apart. I just made him. I tried to make him look really ugly, but it just ended up looking fucking cool.
Well, I'm looking forward to playing more. It's a sweet story. I think you're gonna love it.
So I am playing Pokemon Arceus on the Switch. Remember, Daniel, when I was like, this game looks like asshole. Like, who the
Yes,
fuck
I
is...
distinctly recall you giving me shit about liking the way the game looked and wanting to buy it and fucking play it.
It didn't look good. Didn't look good.
No. And then I was like, who's going to buy this fucking shit? Ew, terrible it looks.
6 months later,
Yeah.
I love this game.
It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. There's things I like about it, and there's things I don't like about it. What I like about it is, like, the story's meh. It's just another Pokemon story, right? You fall from the sky to save this Pokemon world and make people love Pokemon and get them to live together, whatever. That kind of shit. But, like, I like how the Pokemon are out and about, right? And you throw your ball, you sneak up on them. You don't even have to fight them. If you hit them properly if you've snuck up on them, you hit them properly with the ball, you can catch them without fighting them. There's some Pokemon that are, like, aggressive, so you can't do that. You have to fight them. And stuff like that, yeah. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that Pokemon feeling I get from playing it, you know, and the little changes they've done. It's an open world kind of thing.
It's a special feeling, Lloyd.
Yeah, special feeling, Lloyd. And then, like, and they have these, like, boss battles where you have to save these Pokemon lords. They're, like, frenzied, and you have to throw, like, food bags at them to get them to eat and, like, calm
Pokemon
down.
lords.
Yeah, like these large Pokemon that are like lords of their land or something.
Oh,
And
Metal
like they're
lords.
they're frenzying, and you have to calm them down. But the fights are cool. Like, you're dodging, kind of like a baby version of like Dark Souls or something. Like, you're dodging their attacks, and then you have to like whip these food bags at them, and get them weak enough where you throw your Pokemon out to do a little bit of battling. And then, then he'll go back into like a frenzied state where you have to do more dodging and rolling around. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. What I don't like about it is it feels empty. The world feels empty. It doesn't feel alive. You know, it's pretty lifeless. Like the village you're in has like, I don't know, 10 huts and like a town hall. And like people just stand there all day. They don't like walk around or do anything. You know, like how hard could it have been for them to do shit around their little
Just like animate
store?
them.
Yeah,
So
just
it's not
walk
immersive,
around.
you mean?
Yeah,
It's
you
not
just walk.
immersive. And
You go into the town and they're just like.
we were talking
You
about.
walk past them.
Were we not talking about this last episode? We had Friday night game casts on, Will and Nick. We were talking about video game worlds. We were talking about
This is
immersion.
not, yeah.
Immersion.
And
This
I was
one-
mentioning, I like to see that when there's things happening in the world
Yes.
that makes you think, makes you feel like
Exactly.
you're part of
Yeah.
something that's happening. You know?
And
It is
you're-
true.
So it's
I
not-
like
You're
some
not-
townsfolk.
Yeah, you're not really getting that in this. So
I like seeing
Like-
villagers like working.
yeah, they
and
could have done just
tasking.
a little bit more. Yeah, tasking, walking around, like cleaning
That's
the
very
windows
old
of their
school
shop.
Pokemon, I feel like, because they used to do that in the old Pokemon, where they just like stand there in the stationary. In the old games, but even
Like
the
the
kind
Game
of
Boy
recent
games.
ones.
This is literally
Yeah,
Game
yeah.
Boy shit. Like,
They're
what are
just
they
like-
doing? This is Game Boy
don't know.
shit.
But you would think after years, like they tried something new, I guess, but they just did the same thing. You know what I mean?
Weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
The graphics are okay. Like I said, they aren't great, but like
Switch.
it's Switch. What do you expect, right? It's an old piece of shit. It's not gonna run like you're not gonna get crazy looking games on it. The tech is old. It's old. But other than that, like, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I just run around, catch some Pokemon. Pretty
I
sweet.
did want to play it. I was very close to buying it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It never goes on sale. So actually, they just had like 3 or 4 games go on sale on Amazon, like $25 off. I could have got Legend of Zelda: Breath of the what is it? Breath of the
Fire.
Fire,
For a while.
Breath of the Wild,
Breath of the Fire.
for like $55.
Where have you been? Hello?
But
Oh, man,
I don't
that
want to
game
do. I don't
is
want to do
sweet.
another 70-hour game. I'm not going to do it. So
It's
no.
not that long. You can beat the story
finished
in
it in
way less than that.
Yeah, I beat the story and did a lot of other shit, and I played like 22 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my confession is that I still have not faced Ganon. I feel like there's a lot of stuff I just want to do before I do it. I did all the
Calamity?
Divine Beasts. That's where the most hours comes in, I feel like, is doing the Divine Beasts.
Yeah, but it's
And
like an
then-
hour each. Like,
Yeah, but they're not that bad. So you should definitely get that because it's
and there's only 4,
Yeah,
so
it's-
that's only
It's
4
$55.
hours.
I better get it before it gets off sale because that will never happen again. But I was thinking, if you want to make a Switch game look good, just use the Zelda engine. Everyone just adopt.
yeah.
Like if they put Pokemon Arceus and made it look like Zelda Breath of the Wild, like
Oh my god.
Well, I thought
Yeah.
it looked similar. Not quite as good, but I thought it looked similar.
it looks good. Well, it looks better than okay when you're handheld. When you're on handheld, right? Because it's like me. But when I put it on the TV, oh my god. But like, why didn't everyone just use the Zelda engine? Everyone just use it. It's so polished and
That's
beautiful.
up to
Just
Nintendo
fucking use
to,
it.
That would be up to Nintendo to
Whatever.
give it
Anyway,
the technology to all the third party people.
Yeah.
Not happening.
I just finished, or we both finished the Pokemon Unite Battle Pass.
Yep.
Yep, finished that off. We played one night. We played for like 4 hours, 5 hours. We just doing ranked matches. That was fun. But it was a win one, lose one.
Just play Blissey. People need to just play Blissey.
Yeah,
More
yeah,
people
she's
need to
OP.
play Blissey. And
Yeah.
we have heals.
Yep.
I posted it on our Twitter there, that fucking sick game I had. I had 100, I don't know how it happened, but I had 100,000 damage with Blissey and 80 something thousand healing. I'm like, what the fuck just happened this game? And everyone else on my team, they were like 20,000 damage. Like I was like, what just happened? We cranked the
Nice.
other, and it was a ranked match too, in expert, in whatever.
Yeah, you
what's
were expert 5, expert 4.
rank? Yeah, whatever rank.
I think,
we're in.
yeah.
But like,
But
I'm like, this is ranked. Like I just smoked these guys with a healer. But yeah,
I
it
like
was
that
fun.
game.
It's a fun game. Fun game.
I
It's
like
my
it a
first MOBA.
yeah, then we'll move you into League
Should
of
we play
Legends
League of Legends.
when it gets on to Game Pass.
Then
in the
we'll
fall.
play with Billy and Dom.
Yeah. We could play with the Gaming Duo podcast too. They play
They
that.
play.
too.
They play League. Oh shit.
They could train us. They could train
Yeah,
us.
I would need some.
Do a little training
I've
session.
literally never launched the game before.
It launched. Nah, either have I. I played Dota 2 though. I played Dota 2 a lot. Made some money off some Dota 2 items too.
I did not play.
Some Steam money.
Oh, maybe I played Dota. Maybe a couple times.
Yeah, I think I
actually.
made you play the tutorial, and you're like, "Fuck this. This game sucks."
Yeah, that sounds like me. Sounds like a cool guy. Anyway, have you been playing anything else?
Yeah, no, I jumped into Fortnite because of the DBZ
So
crossover.
did Thrill House. Yeah.
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
Can't get enough.
Oh
Can't
yeah,
get
I'm
enough.
telling you. I'm telling you. So
What
far, well, since
the hell?
the time I've been playing Fortnite, which isn't long, but I've seen quite a few crossovers. This one is insane. It's fucking insane.
Because you can like fly on the Nimbus and shit
Yeah.
and like do Kamehameha.
It's
Like
so
Matt was
fun.
sending me videos.
Mr. Nimbus?
Yeah.
And I was like,
And-
holy shit. Because he just fucking Kamehameha like a serpent's vehicle. It just blows up.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it OP?
Yeah, it's open.
Oh yeah, it's way OP. Yeah, but a lot of people they're not like the DBZ fans. They're
Yeah,
not
you have
liking it in
Vegeta
Fortnite.
riding around on the fucking Nimbus. No. You have to be pure of heart to ride on the Nimbus. I don't know if Vegeta would,
That's true.
would make it.
It's true.
No
Because
way.
this planet has a real bug problem. Fucking blows up that planet. That's so sick, man.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
the
When he was
insect
with
planet.
Nappa?
No, that was
No, it was
Vegeta.
just him and
Vegeta
his
blew
early,
up a fucking
early
planet.
DBZ.
Oh, yeah,
and he's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
planet has a real bug problem. Fucking
On his
blows
way
up that
to
planet.
on his way to Earth.
Man,
And
they
these
were
two bug
ruthless,
people
dude.
are like reuniting. My love!
Yeah.
And it, like,
Oh, yes,
blows up.
yes. Lamblia. Oh, Lamblia. Okay, I remember those guys.
Yeah.
That's when he was in like a prison or something, and he escaped
I
from
don't remember. Yeah,
man,
yeah,
yeah,
something like
big-
that. There's like a
those
Saiyan
weird
prison or
filler-
some shit.
Those
That
weird
was
filler
ridiculous.
episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
That
weird
was-
shitty
yeah.
filler
It
episodes
was
of
ridiculous.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh man. But no, it's great. I was Kamehamehaing people. Wait, how do you say it? What's the real how do you really say
Kamea
it?
Mama.
Kamehameha.
Did you see that
Yeah.
Twitter?
I was Kamehamamaing people.
It's like, wow, you have the Kamea Mama. Like that. What about the Kamea Daddy?
I think that is what is really upsetting a lot of Dragon Ball fans is because all these Fortnite people
Yeah,
are
they have
just
no
out to
clue.
lunch, man.
They're
They're
no
so
clue.
out to lunch.
They don't know what they're doing.
That-
Kamehameha?
It's Kamehameha. It's Hawaiian, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a
I don't
king
know.
Kamehameha.
Kamehameha.
Yeah, of the
Okay.
I'm not a
Yeah, he was like
historian,
a king.
a
He was
Hawaiian
king.
historian.
A Hawaii story.
Right.
Let's see here. Kamehameha, also known as Kamehameha the Great, was the conqueror and first ruler of the kingdom of Hawaii. There you go.
First
Okay.
ruler. Cool. I was gonna say, Fortnite only became good when they removed buildings. So
Yep. Oh yeah.
these are the weirdos who played it before. Fucking builders. Ugh.
Yeah.
See, but
Fucking
now their
builders.
thing, and they lost their thing, and their thing was building, but now their thing is all these pop culture skins that are
Oh.
absolutely like
Awesome.
surging this game into
Yeah.
the stratosphere because they know this fucking DBZ movie just came out, and they're like, oh, we got to jump on that. And so they're probably
Ball
seeing this
Super.
massive influx of players.
That's how you do it, man.
Yeah, they're really wise. That definitely was a smart move for sure.
Like, I personally
Stranger
love.
Things skins.
Yeah, man. I personally love what Fortnite is doing, and they're so good at it. I keep spending my goddamn money. Fucker.
I'm not gonna do that anymore.
I got Vegeta. I
the-
got the Vegeta skin.
I actually only bought one battle pass, I think, and that's it. And then I got the coins.
I'm on like 3, I think.
And then I got the coins, and then I saved up the coins, and I bought those Naruto skins, and that's it.
Oh man.
V-Bucks.
What's next? They got to give me a break. They got to come up with something shitty so I don't buy
Oh,
anything.
there'll be some more like
Anime
Marvel
crossovers?
shit.
Yeah.
Some Marvel
Well,
shit.
the Marvel
maybe.
I'm over.
Was One Punch Man in there yet?
No. Imagine.
He will be.
Imagine.
Once season
Just
3 comes
like-
in. Once season 3 comes in, I guarantee you there'll be a One Punch Man guy in there.
Fuck.
You might even see some Lord of the Rings characters with the new show coming next month,
Maybe.
which would be
Oh my god.
kind of interesting.
Imagine.
That's true.
Holy
Imagine
shit,
fucking
that's already in
Gollum
like a month.
waddling
Gollum?
around.
With a submachine gun
Sweet.
or a pistol.
He's like,
Precious.
We hate you. We hate you.
but yeah,
Oh,
who knows?
man.
What else you been playing?
That's pretty much it. I'll let you go, and then I just want to drop a little something after before we head into our topic. So go ahead. What do you been playing?
Okay, well, I've been playing. I beat 2 games. I have beaten 2 games.
What?
Yep. Yep. Well, one of them I was playing before, Octopath Traveler. You might have heard of it. I finished all the character stories. I unlocked all the secondary jobs. Okay. Which I didn't even know you could do. You could even have until like I was I had like 50 hours or something into the game. Then I realized you could unlock these secondary fucking jobs. Oh my god, because there's no indication in the game of doing it. Like I didn't see it indicated anywhere in the game. So, I mean, the only reason I knew that I could do it was because I was checking out the achievements in the Xbox, and it's like there's achievements for like unlock this secondary job, unlock this secondary. I was like, what the
Unlock
fuck is
learning the
this?
game.
I was like, what is this? And then I looked it up, and it's like you have to like stumble across these shrines in the map, I guess, and you go into the shrine and you just unlock it. And some of them were like right beside places I had been. Like I've walked right by them, and I had no idea. And then there was like in the menu, like when you press pause or whatever, there was a little option, and it had question marks. It was like question mark, question mark, question mark. I couldn't click on it, and that's what it was. But I thought it was just something that was going to be unlocked, you know, at some point from the main story or whatever. But it's not. You could go through the whole story and not even see it. So I had no idea. But once I did, it was like I was unchained. I was a fucking unchained beast. I was like unstoppable because I had each of my guys had 2 jobs, so I could crack any vulnerability. Like I was smashing through bosses, so I was able to finish all the stories and everything. The 8 stories never came together, so none of the stories came together at all ever. Which
That's
I kind of
strange, like-
wanted to happen, but I mean, don't expect that to happen for anyone who plays
Yeah,
it.
from the story lover's perspective, you'd have wanted like, okay,
Yeah.
how did all these tie in?
Yeah,
Why?
Why am I
playing
doing this
game?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's
like,
just
why?
8 individual stories basically.
Interesting.
8. There's one main kind of optional. It's optional, but it's like a big boss that you can do afterwards. But it's like optional, and it's a secondary thing where you have to do a bunch of side quests and shit. And like something I wasn't doing. I was like, I'm not doing that. But that's like the only kind of lore that they would all kind of be tied together, but it's not really. Anyway, I'd give it about a 7.5 out of 10 just because of that.
Nice.
How many hours did you clock in it?
69.
Oh wow, okay.
69 hours. Yeah. So-
69.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Billy Madison?
But
Billy
yeah.
Madison?
Billy Madison.
What?
Yeah.
Is what? 69.
The 69
Oh, yeah.
thing in the classroom.
All the kids had no idea what he was talking about.
Fuck, that
Donkey
is funny,
Kong
man.
sucks.
Those fucking movies are fantastic.
Hilarious, yeah.
Ugh.
So I would say,
Nice.
I
Okay,
mean, if
Octopus
you're
Traveler.
Octopus Traveler, if you're a like JRPG retro style fan, I mean, I would say okay. But like, it's just 8 individual stories. The battle system is cool. Like I said, it does make you think about it. But like, once you unlock those secondary jobs, you don't really have to think much. You just smash through everything. So
Yeah.
kind of
So,
lowered
yeah.
the score a bit. Anyway, I also played Stray. I started playing Stray, and I beat Stray.
Wow.
Right.
Just like that.
Just like that. Easy.
How long did that one take you?
5 hours and 44 minutes. I didn't even try to finish it that fast. Like, it's like... Anyway, I really liked the world that they built for this game. The little world is so cool. The city. The city is like an underground city. You learn you learn the story as it goes along and like what happened and what it is. There's like it's a city full of robots. So I didn't collect everything, but 5 hours 44 minutes. I did do a decent amount of exploring, and in this game, I definitely found myself just walking around really slowly with the cat and fucking panning the camera around. Like,
cool.
The neon lights on the OLED, it looked unbelievable. It looked
sweet.
So sick.
No photo mode, though.
No photo mode. I did take a couple snaps. Maybe I'll throw them up here.
Really? No photo mode? That would have been a perfect opportunity for them to kind of play with the whole cat selfie
like, what the fuck?
phenomenon that like exploded in social media and stuff, like cat selfies and like photo bombing when people would put like cameras in their fucking yard and cats are like
like
and there's
taking
robots.
pictures
Cats
with
and
the
robots.
robots. Yeah, like
cats and robots. Yeah.
What the fuck? That I was like, once I read that it didn't have a photo mode, I was like, I'm not getting this fucking game.
I didn't, but man, it looks so nice. When you drop into the game, it kind of just starts you with a bunch of other cats, and you're just like kind of sitting around. I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, and you're just like drinking some water and like purring, and like it tells you to just do these things, and like, okay, what the fuck? But it's not till like 10, 15 minutes into the game where you actually get like to the city and see what happens. But it's cool. It's really cool once you realize what the story is, and there is a storyline that's pretty nice. For you guys, I say there'd be absolutely no reason for you not to play it. You just play it. It's quick. It's cheap. It's short. It's sweet. And if you have an OLED or a high end like HDR display, definitely a game to check out. 8.7 out of 10.
Wow.
No photo mode. No photo mode. No. It's a bit short. It could have been a little bit longer, maybe. But it's cool. It's good.
Cool.
Well, I'm on the last leg of Trek to Yomi, so perhaps when I finish that'll be my next short one, just to kind of say I've beat a couple of games recently.
How much is it if I don't get it in the PS Plus?
$39.99 Canadian. $40. Don't you have a PS Plus anyway?
No.
Oh,
I don't. I have the base one because I'm a cheap fuck.
Yes, you are.
I'll probably find it on one of my CD key websites. Like cdkeys.com when it goes on sale.
Hey, I'm gonna bleep that out. No fucking free advertising.
Yeah,
no
dude,
free
just like
advertising on this
just like-
shit.
I'm gonna find some on
No free ads.
because I really love the way.
1 minute. I gotta take my pants off. I'm fucking sweating.
Just don't stand up.
I'm gonna leave that in. I don't take my pants off. Anyway, I started playing Multiverse today too. I started playing it. I was like, "What is this all about?" And it just hurt my thumbs. It was a lot of mashing of buttons, and it hurt my thumbs. And I got to level like 5 or something. But
Yeah, I think I'm at there too.
There was rumor that Gandalf might make an appearance, in which case I could be persuaded to
there's
play.
so many characters.
They have so many
know.
rights, right? Like
know.
they could put anybody in there. Warner Brothers, like, it's insane.
Yeah, that's
fucking
sweet.
insane.
Yeah,
They've
that
got
is
like
sweet though.
who can you think of that's like the most obscure character in multiverses right now? Did you have
Like,
a look at
who
the
they
list? 'Cause
have?
I don't.
Like Arya Stark.
Yeah.
Like what the?
Yeah,
fuck?
like what? Who the fuck?
It's so random. Like there's fucking what's his name? So Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
drawing a blank.
Shaggy.
Shaggy, and he has like,
tutorial
and he looks
character.
like he has like DBZ powers, like he can like power up and shit.
Who else? Beetlejuice.
weird.
They say is coming.
Roster. Yeah, Beetlejuice. I heard that. Yeah.
You like it? You like it?
Finn the human. Finn the human is fucking great.
Sid. Wait, who?
Rick and Morty
Finn.
are coming.
Oh yeah, Rick and Morty.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that Rick and Morty were coming.
I mean, they're big enough now.
Rick and Morty.
Morty. I'd forget those two. I want Jerry.
Yes, I want Jerry. Like he puts people to sleep.
Yeah, just like
Jerry, what a dumbass. Daniel, you still need to finish fucking watching. That
know.
shit. Holy crap, dude. Anyway, that's all I'm playing. A lot of games, a lot of stuff
a lot of
happening.
games. Yeah, there's a lot of shit happening. I jumped into Between Two Gamers Frui's stream. He was playing the Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah,
Cult of the Lamb.
Pam bought that and started playing it as well.
Yeah. And I have to say, like, I was watching, I was like, this looks very nice. It's very
Cult of the Lamb?
Looks
yeah.
sweet on the OLED. Looks sweet on the OLED.
Yeah. It looked really good. I was watching him play it on my I was on my phone. I wasn't on the TV, but even on the phone, I thought it looked beautiful. It was very artistic, very nice looking. And I guess you can interact with your Twitch watchers and you can create a follower together, like a follower into this cult. So he created Nasty Nate in this cult. And whenever Nasty Nate was like born into this cult, he was like instant psycho, going all fucking crazy. And Frui's like, oh shit. He's like
Eating
trying
shit.
to defend himself. Yeah. And then he locked me into he locked the shackles on me because I was a fucking psycho. He's like, I'll come back to you later until you learn your fucking lesson. But that's what Nasty does. He just goes fucking insane. He just goes insane.
He gets nasty.
But I was like, oh man, I should play this game. And then I looked it up. Like, it's not a graphic powerhouse game. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll just get it on Switch, right? But apparently the Switch version, surprise, runs like a piece of shit. Like, how does that game run like a piece of shit? Come
I haven't seen it. So.
on, man.
It's a port.
Like, I don't know if they
PC
do
port.
like, yeah, I
Probably.
don't know.
Ugh. Yeah, ports are not great. I remember I played Splinter Cell Chaos Theory on GameCube. And I was like, this is very laggy. Like, it was probably 20 FPS. I was just like, and yet I played it because I was just used to it. It was sick. But it was a port, right? Because at first it was an Xbox exclusive, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe PlayStation, Xbox, like the big consoles.
Guys, I have some sad news.
Uh-oh.
High on Life has been delayed until December.
That's that Rick and Morty looking one, right?
Yeah, the guys from Squanch Games.
Right.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to that one. I was a bit sad,
Fucking surprise. There's
a
a
bit sad.
surprise. Expect a lot of delays, man.
but yeah, that's all.
Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy
Delayed
is also delayed
till next year.
February.
That might. When were they coming out with that? That might have been around God of War time though. So
I didn't
may
even
have
think they
some-
had a date.
December. I think it was
Was it?
December.
Oh,
Yeah, they
okay.
had a date. But it had a date that I missed. That I didn't even see. But then they delayed it. So I only
People-
saw the delayed date. So I wasn't actually that disappointed because I didn't
Yeah.
know it was supposed to come out in December.
A lot of people might be doing it strategically though, because God of War is gonna be all over the place for like a month, 2 months.
Well, yeah, studios absolutely will delay because of the hype of other shit.
Yeah.
Movies do that. Movie studios do that all the time because they
I'd
don't
say
want
it's
the
even-
focus being.
Yeah, but it's even bigger in games because
Yeah,
you need to dedicate like more than 2 hours for
Yeah,
a
that's
movie.
true.
Like
Yeah,
a movie
true.
doesn't matter. You could go see 2 movies in one weekend. You're not like playing through 2 games in one weekend. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
the
It's
hype of a
more-
game lasts much longer, right?
Much
Because people
longer.
are playing
Like-
through them and like posting about it consistently.
look at Elden Ring and what it did to Forbidden West, Horizon Forbidden West. Like no one played that. Well, they played it, but like Elden Ring was all over the place.
Yeah,
for
you haven't
5
heard
months,
much.
6 months.
I have
Why,
not
did it
heard
come out
much
at the
of
same
I
time?
want to play it.
They came out at the same time. Yeah.
Is that new nerd news? You throwing some nerd news on us? Just dropping nerd news out of the sky down onto us?
Oh, I thought you wanted to know.
Well, I got some too.
Oh, cool. Like a gamer.
Well,
news.
actually, I had that on mine, and then I had like a Hogwarts Legacy thing, and then I had, I guess, the Starfield. There was a thing I
Star
read about.
Wars was also delayed. No, Knights of the Old Republic.
Indefinitely.
Yeah, because they changed. They changed studios. They're taking it to another studio. Like what the hell?
Because they probably saw what they were working on. They're like, this looks like ass.
They just threw it in the
fuck out.
garbage.
Yeah, they just fucking tossed it out.
Crap. Mega crap.
Tony the janitor.
Tony the janitor. I saw an article on PC Gamer, I think it was, that said Starfield modders are organizing early to make a fan patch like when it comes out.
Fuck yeah.
Like wonder what that would what would they do right off the bat? How would they even do that? If the game isn't out.
Huge, it's gonna be a huge community. Just think
adding
about it.
salt and pepper to your meal before you're fucking tasting it.
Yeah, like
that's like just being like
I do that all the
shit
time
to your food. And you haven't even had a bite yet.
I do ketchup. That's what I do. I get a nice steak and Fritz.
This is just a bunch of ketchup. Fritz. You mean fries? You mean freedom fries?
Steak and Fritz. Put ketchup right on it.
Oh man, I'm so
So
excited.
they're ready to
and
make
I
a
will not be
fan
adding
mail
mods.
batch.
Oh, I will be.
Maybe
for sure.
you will.
Are you kidding me? The mod community behind like Fallout and like Skyrim,
never modded.
Elder Scrolls. Oh my god, it's huge. Starfield's gonna be if Bethesda drops the ball, the modding community is just gonna fucking put it on their shoulders and like it's gonna go crazy.
Maybe I should wait then. No.
I'm not. Oh, you gotta get it on PC.
What about? Yeah, I will.
What, Starfield?
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I will be playing that day
have
one
to.
on my Series
It's
X.
fine.
I can
Can't mod on
guarantee
that shit. All the mods are gonna come like 3 years
want
later.
mod. I
Yeah,
don't,
really
like
care
modding.
about modding. I don't really.
I have to mod it. I mod all my games on PC.
I void all my warranties.
Another thing, Daniel, you Nathaniel, I guess that you should be maybe concerned about is the Ghost of Tsushima movie. The director, the guy who did John Wick, Chad Stahelski. Okay, so this Chad guy. Anyway, this Chad guy, this fucking Chad, he, I guess, wants to make it all Japanese and everything. Make it authentic,
better.
make everybody Japanese, make them speak Japanese.
Okay.
But I don't know, like, is that something? Do you think that this would be good for business? Like, are people gonna go see a fucking
Yes.
subtitled movie, like mainstream subtitle movie?
Mm-hmm.
It's
I mean,
hard
us
to
as
say. I
fans,
think there's enough hardcore
obviously
fans. I
we
think there's
would.
enough for that niche. But like you see that kind of decision made all the time, right? Like you see, Schindler's List is all black and white. That's one example of just liberties people take with their movies. And I think this can be considered just as easily as like one of those. And I totally would. And I'd rather it that way. I don't care about if you're complaining about reading subtitles.
You would.
Yeah,
you would. We don't care.
I know.
Because we
I know,
care
but-
about the art. We
Or
don't care about how much money they fucking make.
what if they do this? What if they
Of course
do
we
this?
care about that.
What if they do this? You know in those movies where they start speaking Japanese and then they like slowly turn it into English? Like you're
No.
like you're learning Japanese.
No English. Fuck. Japanese only.
Well,
I mean, I didn't play the game in English.
what about
I bet it
Japanese
would
people
still be
speaking
okay.
English?
I played the game completely Japanese.
Well,
Fucking
that would be
awesome.
okay. As long as the cast is Japanese, I don't care.
Okay, so you don't care about
know what
the
I mean?
language. It's the cast
No,
is
no, no, no,
Japanese.
no.
It's the
Talking
casting.
English.
The language I like when it's Japanese because I don't care about reading subtitles. Whoever out there complains about reading subtitles on a movie, you've got serious psychological issues, Nathaniel.
What? Me?
Sometimes
I
you
watch-
just want to relax and watch.
He watches
movie.
a lot
You
of
don't wanna
anime.
read. You don't want to.
I watch a lot of Chinese movies too, and Korean dramas. Okay,
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it shouldn't be an issue. And if you've got Japanese people speaking English, that's
that's
also
stupid.
fine by me. The cast is fine. If it's Japanese cast, great, because they have their accent. That's normal. We could just assume
I
that
love
they are
that.
speaking Japanese
I love
and we
that.
can
That's-
understand.
that's what I mean. They start speaking Japanese at the beginning of the movie, and then
yeah, the
and then they
13th
start
Warrior thing.
Yeah, like 13th Warrior kind of thing.
Yeah, but 13th
yeah.
Warrior was learning their language. We are
Oh,
not.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
My point is the casting, who is playing these roles is very important. Like I don't
Yep.
like Enemy at the Gate with Jude Law. and friggin' Ron Perlman playing Russian soldiers, and they all have British accents. Like, that drives me nuts. British accents in movies that are supposed to be non-British cultures, like German movies or something, where they're Nazis, but they have English accents.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
That stuff drives me nuts. That's about it. I think it'll be cool. I'll have to watch it regardless, the Ghost of Tsushima movie, and we'll see. But I have to kind of put my heart in a box and separate it from the game, because obviously nothing can top that. So, like, I watched the Uncharted movie. I think I told you guys, and it was fun. It wasn't fantastic,
I
but it was
liked it.
entertaining.
Yeah, but you don't expect much from that. We already talked about that, though. I mean,
Yeah, but I
it was
hope
like whatever.
that Ghost
It's
of
not the game.
Tsushima
Not even
is better.
close.
Yeah. But that's also what I'm worried about. I mean, video game, we talked about this. They can't touch the same kind of weight as a game can, because you're with these characters for 8, 12, etc., right? Hours. So we'll see.
All right. Well,
Shall we?
I mean, we can move into our topic. I could go get a beer first, though, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll get another drink.
Yeah. Okay.
Get
Well,
crunk, man.
we're going to start up on our topic here. We're starting on our topic. And the topic is online multiplayer.
Yeah.
Online multiplayer. Something we all love.
Yeah.
We
Can I
all
give you
love.
guys a little history lesson? Short history lesson on online multiplayer. Okay, listen to this. When
I'm all ears.
when was online multiplayer gaming invented? Do you guys know?
Online multiplayer gaming, like over the
I'm gonna guess
internet? Are we
guess the
talking
late
about
90s?
internet here? Or are you going to talk about LAN? Because I'm sure it was on LAN before it was on internet.
Yes.
Is this a trick question?
Internet?
Online internet multiplayer. Okay, listen to this. Oh, well, you know about this, John. So, it all started in 1969, 53 years ago. The ARPANET, the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, was
DARPA,
the first.
wasn't it? DARPANET?
That was in the military, where it was
Okay.
just
Right.
military like stuff.
Nodes.
But then they started branching out to like universities and educational stuff like that.
yes.
And so that was the first wide area packet switched network with distributed control, and one of the first networks to implement TCP/IP protocol.
The beginning of the internet.
Yes. Both technologies became the technical foundation of the internet. In 1980, ARPANET was linked to University of Essex, Colchester, England, where 2 undergraduate students had written a text-based fantasy adventure game they called MUD, or
Nice.
Multi-User Dungeon. When the first outside users connected to MUD through ARPANET, online gaming was born.
Wow. That's cool.
That was 1980.
the
this
online
mud-
sex dungeon game.
Yeah, this MUD game, this text-based fantasy adventure MUD, had broken off since then. So they made multiple versions, and you would create your own stories in this MUD, in this multiplayer dungeon kind of universe or engine. But in 1984, CompuServe debuted Islands of Kasmai, or Kasmaya, the first commercial multiplayer online role-playing game, which was based on MUD. Okay. So that was like the first MMO. Like you connect like Dungeons and Dragons online.
Man,
Text-based.
imagine how much
I know.
of a nerd you would have had to been back then to be into this. Like
Yeah.
in 1984.
I couldn't imagine how hard
just
that
trying to
would've been
get all that
to
shit
just
to
do.
configure. Holy fuck.
like
yeah,
listening
that
to the
would've been hard.
modems, like decoding all that shit to just
You would have had to
connect
have
each other.
your phone on like this little thing.
Yep.
And like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Insane, eh? So let's fast forward a couple years. Neverwinter Nights, 1991, from Beyond Software.
The first-
Neverwinter Nights combines several key facets: third person, RPG elements, and a Dungeons and Dragons framework, and game hosting. So each server allotted up to 96 players, as well as a dungeon master. The game also included combat arena modules and persistent world modules. It lacked a global chat, but had individual chat rooms and truly set the tone for online multiplayer games moving forward. Fun fact, the game also launched alongside America Online, AOL.
Oh,
Wow.
Yep.
AOL.
So that's
I
when
get those
AOL
discs.
launched. Yeah, those free discs our buddy would rob from people's mailboxes just to get online in the country.
Free months trials, different
Oh,
email
sorry,
address every time.
Yeah, new email address. I forgot to credit. This is all from GameRant.com. Earliest video games online multiplayer. So I grabbed all this stuff there.
I was
So
going to ask you where
GameRant.com.
you're getting this from.
And Britannica.com was the first ARPANET info there. So let's fast forward a little bit more here. In 1996, a new game, I think it was based on like a Doom kind of engine. It was called Meridian 59. Came online in 1996 as the first highly graphical multiplayer game that also existed in a persistent world online. Though limited to 35 simultaneous players, many video game historians consider it to be the first game to adopt a monthly fee. Believe it or not, the game still operates today with a focus mainly on PvP gameplay. This was by developer 3DO Company and came out in 1996. Yeah,
Say the name of the game again. What is it?
Meridian 59.
Meridian 59. I feel like I've heard of that.
Yeah, looks like Doom, like an old school Doom.
Well,
Let me see here.
1996. I mean, that was
1996 was big.
that was
For
3
online
years
stuff.
before we got a decent computer
Yep.
and high speed internet. So this would have been on dial up probably.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I've got.
So like
So-
we don't have any experience in PC gaming before 1999. We don't.
Oh. Listen to this. So fast forward a little bit more. I'm gonna name a few games that just caught my attention while I was reading the article. Command and Conquer was 1996. Okay.
Right.
Quake was 96 to 98. Okay, these are all online. Age of Empires, the first one, 1997. Okay, I remember playing that online or trying to play that online. But I was like 11 years old when that came out, so I wasn't trying to play it online. So maybe a little later.
Yeah, we
And
played
then-
the first Command & Conquer.
Yep, and then Ultima Online, 1997. Those are the ones that really blew up.
Still
That
3
was,
years
like,
or
the
2 years
beginning.
before we had a PC.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because our first experience was maybe like, I don't know, it's hard to remember. It's hard to remember because we had already been gaming. It's hard to remember like the first online game. You know what I mean? Maybe like, I know Tony Hawk 3.
Oh yeah.
PS2 was the first
yeah.
online game for PS2.
I love
I
Tony Hawk
looked
3.
this
That
up.
a good
This was
game.
the first
Really, eh?
online game for PS2 was Tony Hawk 3, and
Wow.
we did own that game. We had that
Yeah.
game. So I don't remember playing it online though, but maybe we did. I'm sure we must have.
I thought we did.
So it must be it must have been the first game we played online was Tony Hawk 3 for PS2.
What year was that?
I don't believe that. I don't
2001.
think that's true.
What else would we have
I don't
played?
think that's true, man.
We didn't play
Counter
PC
the
games,
original
like, around
Counter
that
Strike.
time.
That would have come out before. That would have come out before Tony Hawk 3.
1.6. We didn't really play that. We played Source.
We played Source a lot. We
Which
did
was
dabble
later.
in 1.6.
Source was like after that.
I mean, I have more on this because that's one of my big ones.
1.6
Okay,
I
well-
never really played. I played it a little bit, but after we'd already started playing Source because I wanted to see what the old one looked like. So I didn't play it 1.6 until Source was already out and we were playing Source because I was just curious.
1.6 2003, Dan.
So this is much after
okay.
that. This is
Anyway,
much
do you,
before
well, do you
that.
have more about that history, or was that it?
Well, I was going to say like 2001 PS2. That's when we weren't playing a lot of games. We were skateboarding. We were hanging out at school after
yeah.
school a lot. So online gaming, I think Tony Hawk PS3 or Tony Hawk 3 for
Interesting.
PS2 was the first
That's
game
what your
we played
memory
online.
is.
Yeah. First experience. Yeah.
And shortly after that, I think it was like Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah, on the PS2.
Once we got,
Do you remember when that came out?
on PS2, and it
remember
came
that.
with like a hard drive.
You had to buy the hard drive pack. The whole box was like massive.
You
Because
had
that
to have
was
the
like your
broadband
first
adapter.
RPG online too. That was your first like MMO before
first
even
MMO.
WoW, before any of that shit.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
it was on a fucking console, like on PS2.
Yeah, of all
But like,
things.
I remember that we learned that it was subscription based, and then we were like, and so we just stopped playing it. It was like we played it for like 4 months, and then once our free months were done, we were like, we're not paying for. I'm not paying for the fucking subscription to a game.
Oh yeah, eh?
It was like
That
I'm
was
not doing that.
2002. 2002.
It's like that's what the first experience that we had, I think, with that.
Wow, man. I swear it was a Counter-Strike. At least that's what I have written for me, obviously, because I'm a
you?
bit younger.
Yeah, well, you're 7 years younger. Counter Strike was.
But
we
I
already
had-
moved into that house when we were playing Counter Strike.
No, I played Counter-Strike at Long Sue, man. Absolutely. And it was the old one. It was not Source because I bought Counter-Strike. I have
computer.
here-
we had
I
an
don't know.
okay
I
computer.
swear I played it because I have here written, I enjoyed it so much that I actually bought Counter-Strike Condition Zero for PC.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
just to
way
play
later.
online.
That was way later. Counter Strike Condition
Well, it
Zero
wasn't-
is based on Source, isn't it?
No, it came before Source. Source was a totally new engine. Condition Zero came first. It was like new character models and new map like upgrades and shit.
I thought that was for
It was
360.
No, PC.
It
was-
yeah.
it came
so Condition Zero's 1.6.
It's 1.6, yeah.
I remember
So-
Condition Zero.
And I bought it. I have my copy in the drawer.
When did
in,
that
like, the
come
other
out?
room.
When would you have bought this? You would have been like 10 years
2000
old.
2000,
No
yeah.
chance.
Oh, yeah.
10-year-old
I bought
buying
it.
Condition Zero.
Bought it at
Oh,
like,
yeah.
EB or whatever it was.
I bought it. I went in.
Yeah, because I saw it. I never played Counter-Strike Condition Zero on a console.
When did Counter Strike Condition Zero came out?
I just told you.
2000, it wasn't 2004. Source was 2004.
2003. Condition Zero.
There you go. I was 12 years old. That makes perfect sense because I was super into guns and
Okay,
shit.
yeah.
And I love the military thing,
Wait,
right?
that was
it came out-
1.6? No, okay,
Yes,
we
it was
played
based
this.
on 1.6. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay,
It,
well,
was,
yeah,
it
I'll
came
like
out on Xbox in 2003 as well.
Yeah, so
Says here.
both console and PC, but I have the box version, the PC version. It's a box,
Oh, okay.
you know, the PC
Okay,
co-
yes,
copy.
we
So
played
I bought
this.
that with my money because I saw it at the store and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll buy a copy of Counter Strike, a newer copy, an updated copy with newer player models and shit, newer maps and newer updates, and we'll play that." So I'm pretty sure we had that on your PC in the living room, and I used to jump on it every now and then. 2004, we moved into this house. That's when Source came out, right when we moved in here, because I played Source in this very room.
Yes.
But I
don't
played
mind
Counter-Strike original before we even moved here as a kid. And I found it weird because I have this written, but my memory of it is being like, I was introduced to mature and like violent games pretty early because I was playing
Yeah.
Counter-Strike, the original kind of like blood spurts and shit, like opping people in the head. And I was like 12 years old, just like, this is fucking awesome. And I remember that feeling of like getting the kill,
Wow.
right? Getting a kill and seeing whatever username we had at the
teen-rated
time.
games.
That feeling.
Yeah.
That murderous
Your
feeling.
name comes up, username killed so-and-so. And if it was like a headshot icon, it'd be like even better. You're just like, fuck yes. I just love that feeling because it felt so good. It was addictive.
Counter-Strike. We were.
That's the feeling.
Fucking
That's
hooked.
that's the hook, the hook, and
That's
the
what
hook,
hooked
line,
me.
and
Yeah,
sinker.
That was the feeling. And I remember actually doing pretty well for a younger person in those games. I was like, I'm okay. I'm doing okay with this. I was like overdosing on that feeling. Obviously, I would have shit games too because people were really good at
And you were 10
Counter-Strike
years
on-
old.
Yeah, exactly. And I only knew
Wow.
the only people who played those games. I learned about it. We learned about it from Mike.
Oh, he was
playing
Diablo.
Counter-Strike.
Diablo Mike.
Diablo Mike was playing
Diablo Mike.
Counter-Strike all the time. Those were his two games, right?
Yes, but he played Source with us too. Like we played a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Counter
But I
Strike
remember him
Source.
being the
okay,
first
Counter Strike
Counter-Strike
Condition
player.
Zero. I guess maybe I'm getting Source and
Mind
Condition
Warp.
Zero.
You gotta say his gamer name.
Is that his
roughly.
gamer name?
It was when we played with him.
That's when we first got into like competing against other people online. That's just
exactly.
That's just what it was.
And that was my.
That's what hooked. That's what hooks you. That's what hooks you. Why else would you?
So
play
what, Dan?
online?
You got Counter-Strike. Jonathan's got Tony Hawk as your first experiences.
I think so, yeah. But I mean,
yes.
Counter-Strike is the one that I really remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I
it
don't
would have been
really
Counter-Strike
remember
for me.
playing Tony Hawk online, but I just know we must have done it. But that's why I keep going back to Apex Legends, man.
Yeah.
You just get that feeling.
in your
you get
blood.
that fucking. It's just when you're online and you're gonna be the last fucking team standing, the last team alive, and you're competing against your fellow man.
It's
Dude,
just competition.
I was like, I wonder if because I played just in general, I gamed what I could when I could, because you guys claimed ownership of the PCs, right? So I kind of just like anything I played was cool, and some of it happened to be multiplayer games. So I think maybe because I was younger when I was exposed to them, I knew what they were about, and I was like, as I got older. Whereas I started thinking about like my buddies on the block, who you remember well, I'm sure. I don't think they were playing M-rated fucking violent online games against other players, screaming profanities in the mic and shit at their age. Their parents would have scratched their eyes out if they were doing that. And yet I was doing it at like 10, 12 years old.
Because first of all,
So I grew
you
out
had
of
two.
it. I don't know.
You had two older brothers that played that shit, and your parents didn't give a shit.
They didn't, they didn't know.
They didn't know what the hell was going on.
I'm sure they
don't
would
know
have
they didn't know what we were
not
playing.
been crazy about it.
No, they're like, "What the
If they
computer?"
found out.
They didn't even
More
let
on
Daniel
that
watch
later.
The Simpsons. They just probably didn't know that you were doing it.
Yeah, of course. It's just funny if you think about it. My other game, though, I do have a bigger one here. Do you guys remember this? He looked like a Salvador Dali painting. Do you guys remember Medal of Honor, Allied Assault? Okay, this is my big one here for
Loved that
online
fucking game.
gaming.
Loved it.
I think it had to be. I'm confident it was the first game I played online that wasn't Counter-Strike, because that was like Counter-Strike was like my first ever experience. But then I remember first trying Allied Assault, where I was like, "This is new. I've only ever played the campaign of games, story games, and I was so used to it that the idea of like looking for servers on Allied Assault was this weird kind of foreign, and I don't know, it was so strange because I didn't know how it worked and how to do it. So I had to get Nasty Nate to do most of it. He had to always set up the servers because at the time it was still quite fresh. This was 2002 Allied Assault. Okay. It's 20 years ago. So I was 11
Oh my god.
playing Allied Assault online. So I had to finding a server with like a bump in roster was pretty difficult to do, especially with good ping, right? In 2002. So that's probably why Nathaniel had to find a server, because he just knew.
I mean,
what,
the ping
you
was
know,
the same
he was looking
back
at this.
then. Ping was roughly the same.
Was it?
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a
I just
little
remember
bit.
that being one of the
We're still on dial-up at this time.
No.
2002.
When was
I think,
when was
I think
high
back
speed?
then, like 70 ping was good. Whereas to now,
Yeah.
I'm seeing like 30, 40, and
Yeah,
Apex. But like 70, that's not that bad.
Yeah. That's actually the number I remember looking. Anything over 100, I was like, nah.
No, you don't want over 100. No.
So that was kind of and I remember like getting into a game. If you heard a ton of like shooting and explosions, you're like, okay, this is a bumping game. Like there's people in here, they're playing. It's gonna be a good one. But if you got to do it in those like crickets, like church mouse quiet, you're like, I might have to look for a new one. That's kind of what that tipped me off. You'd have to like start the process all over again.
Yeah.
And I had a funny story about, speaking of parents not knowing about what we were doing, right? So Evan and I were playing Medal of Honor Allied Assault one day. And there was this guy playing in the matches with us, and he kept going through different maps with us, right? His name was Goon Guy. That was his name. Goon Guy. And our username at the time, I guess Nathaniel probably set it up, was God. God was the username. And so, like, we were just playing with this guy. We were hitting it off. You know, I was just chatting. I think he was using the mic to reply to us or whatever. And again, we were only like 11. And so we said we'd be saying some, funny thing or whatever, a compliment. Hey, nice shot, Goon Guy. And he'd be like, thanks. god. And so we like had a, we hit it off, whatever, and we just played the matches through, and we just happened to mention it to like, mom, and they told us that we shouldn't be like talking to strangers.
Did he invite you to Disneyland?
No. So that was Medal of Honor for me. It was like, wow. And I remember liking it, I think, more than Counter-Strike, because I think I remember it being harder.
Oh yeah. What? Medal of Honor than 1.6?
Yeah. But I don't know. But I really enjoyed it a lot more, I think. But that was kind of my big one. My big 2 games for sure.
Nice. I didn't think of that one. I had played that so much. Medal of Honor. Well, other than getting
fantastic.
disconnected
I remember the first
constantly.
game. Remember
but,
the first one for PS1?
Yeah.
Oh,
Medal of Honor?
must have played hundreds and hundreds of hours of that.
Yeah.
Show me your
By
papers.
Michael
Show me your
Michael
papers.
Giacchino,
It's Jimmy
who was
Patterson.
on
It's Jimmy Patterson.
Get him! It's Jimmy Patterson.
the composer on Friendship Onion podcast. Did both of those games.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Giacchino. That's who.
Nice.
Like that's where he kind of started, was video games, right?
That is fucking sweet. So the first one I can remember, I think I said this before, was Command and Conquer: Tiberian Sun.
Right. I remember that
at Matt's
phase too.
at Matt's house.
Did we play online?
Yeah, at Matt's house, because Uncle Mike, they had the internet there, and they also had a computer that could run it. So we brought it. We brought the disc over there, put it in, install it, and I'd play it online. I'm like, oh my god. And it was so insane. I remember it being so fast. Like they had cheats on or something. Like I could see their little harvesters, like the other players' harvesters, going to collect ore, and they're like zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why is my harvester going so slow?
It's like bloop, bloop.
I remember it specifically, and I'm like, how the hell? And then he just comes in with
you
this.
weren't playing against like AI?
No,
Like
I'm
hard
pretty
mode
sure.
AI?
I connected to the internet. I remember it like perfect. And I see this big ball of like Marines come in. I'm like, what the fuck? And he just mows me down. I'm like, fuck. Reconnect.
I will do this. I will beat them.
And I remember that.
That's why you like RTS games.
And
so
I
much.
loved Command and Conquer so much.
It was formative. It was
So
formative
much.
for Nasty Nate. The strategy challenge,
Oh,
strategy game
man,
challenge.
It was so good.
Interesting.
But like back then, you'd get disconnected constantly because people picking
Right
up the phone
before
during the
victory.
day.
It's like you live in the boonies.
Yeah, people picking up the phone during the day. They're like beep beep beep. They don't know what the hell's going on. Like, what the hell's that noise? What the hell's that fucking noise? Get the fuck off the phone! And they're like beep bop beep.
Oh my
babe.
god!
I remember you playing that because you.
What is wrong with the phone, Bobby?
Fuck.
They moved to Nunna's place for the time while their house was being built, right?
Yep.
Remember their house?
Yes.
Their new house. And I remember you guys playing that
We
there.
played
in
it
the
there.
basement
Yes,
at Nunna's
basement.
house.
I also
Yep.
remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we would just sit around watching you guys play
Oh, what a
and
that
take
was,
turns and shit.
That was a sick game. That was a sick.
Command
game.
and Conquer. Was it Red Alert? Or I think it was the first one. It wasn't even Red
Tiberian.
Alert.
Mine was
Oh,
Tiberian.
Tiberian
Sun.
Sun. Tiberian Sun. Yes.
That was 1999. It was released. We played it.
Wow.
What
Red Alert came before that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Command and Conquer was like 96. Like I said in the history.
Red
lesson.
Alert was the first one? There was Red Alert 2.
Yeah.
No,
Or a
it's Command and Conquer.
Second.
I thought
Then
Red Alert was
the second
after
was
Tiberian
Red
Sun.
Alert. Second one was Red Alert, and then it was Tiberium Sun, and then it was Red Alert 2. I think.
Okay.
I have a question for you guys. Do you feel like the kind of addiction that we feel when we game online is kind of like rooted in playing online against real people being kind of the measure of gaming skill, and being like, okay, so you want to be part of that and be like, I played against other people and I beat them. That means like my skills have kind of stood up to that test, that standard. You know, whereas like you're always playing against computer and they can be really good, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
If
It's
you can
like
beat
playing
other
against your
people
friends,
who are also
but
human.
people you don't know. It's like you being in
Yeah.
a tournament, like a competition, playing against people you don't know.
Yeah. I think that was
measuring
kind
your
of why
skill.
I liked playing Counter-Strike, or why the Allied Assault
Yes.
thing and Counter-Strike really early on. I was like, that's cool. I'm fighting other people and I can actually beat them. That's cool. I'm not just playing some stupid computer who's terrible, you know?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
That's another one of my points, right? Did online multiplayer make gaming more addictive?
Yes.
Or really like start the addiction?
I would say it made it interesting. It made it really interesting. Couldn't say addictive on my part. More addicting than playing, 300 hours of Harvest Moon at the same age. But I could say it made it really interesting. It was a different spin altogether.
You're playing with your friends also that weren't there with you, like which we were used to. Like, what are we used to being? Split screen. We're used to LAN parties. No, but split screen. Used to local multiplayer. That's all we knew until then, and then you can just do it online.
Yeah, you could play with your friends, but like you didn't want to go to your friend's place and play split screen. Like getting online.
You had your own screen.
Getting online. First of all, getting online was hard to do because your parents locked you out until 9 p.m. And then we were like scratching, waiting for them to be like, okay, you can connect.
Well,
like,
that's when it was
beep bop, beep 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 bop.
No, that was before we did that.
It was like
when
jacking
we had
in.
dial-up.
It was like
and then
like something cyberpunk.
When we were playing Counter-Strike, it was broadband. We didn't need the phone lines.
yeah, but remember whenever we figured out, like whenever that happened, we didn't need the phone lines, and the floodgates just opened. You could not peel us off that fucking computer. You could not phone lines. Like, get off the computer. We're like, no. And they're like,
Yeah, you're just
"That
connected
fucking
to the internet."
Yeah, it's like
Eyes bleeding.
wow,
Just
think of
autonomous
it.
bots.
Now, like kids don't know that right now. Kids are like, oh, the internet. But like,
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if anyone even listening to this would be part of that.
That's so
Yeah.
cool because it's so
Demographic, like,
cyberpunk.
I don't
It's like
think
jacking
we have
into
very
the
many
net
young
for the
listeners,
first
but
time,
man,
right?
Yeah. when it
Jacking
was-
into the net. The net is vast and infinite.
Can you imagine? I don't know if these guys can't even imagine it when there was no internet. When we had the fucking,
some kids can't. Yeah.
wow.
I remember playing RuneScape was one of the early games
Yep.
I tried to fucking play on. This is terrible. Not even because it's an early online game. It's just a terrible game. I was like, I couldn't even run.
you just upset half the internet.
Wow, man.
I
I
don't
couldn't
remember
do it.
playing
I was like, this is dumb.
This sucks.
But now the new one's out, so I'm sure that's great. Sure. But man, the old one, oh, God.
That was a lot of people's lives.
I remember watching Mike play Diablo, though. I remember watching him all the time, just sitting behind him, just like watching, because that was sweet.
Remember? Remember when we like Dad and Mike's dad, what's his name? Bill.
Bill.
They're like, oh, why don't you bring the kids over? We'll have a barbecue and whatever. And Bill's like, do you have a computer? Do you have Diablo 2? And Dad's like, I don't know what that means. And we're like, no, we don't know what that is. And he's like, well, then my son won't know what to do with himself.
Oh
It's
my
fucking
god.
funny.
When he like first introduced us.
Oh, I
to, like,
do
his
remember
kids.
that day. I remember when
Yeah.
they first came over.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
He still came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the beginning. Yeah, we hit it off. That was actually sweet.
Classic.
So, okay, and some new friends and fucking video game nerds and shit.
See,
Yeah, I
video
played
games
Diablo
bring
2.
people together. See, and then the World of Warcraft days came in, like my teenage years, because like we had thought about when we were talking about this topic, maybe just like covering a couple games that happen. There's preliminary seminal games, and then there's intermediate level kind of shit that you started getting. My teenage years, it was World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, and Lord of the Rings Online. So I hit the MMOs pretty hard when I was a teenager. Just getting like
Guild Wars was
graduating
good.
high school, looking for shit, just sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
During the summers, like, what the fuck do I do here? Just play MMOs, which was awesome. World of Warcraft, and be a hunter and all that shit. Yeah, you just glued to your computer chair playing MMOs.
Just sweating.
Maple Story. Did you guys ever hear Maple Story?
Yeah. Alma played Maple Story.
Oh,
She was hooked.
I loved Maple Story.
What about Ragnarok? Remember Ragnarok Online? Do you remember that one?
Mike also
Yeah.
played that. I never
Whoa.
played it.
I played
Yeah, I
that.
remember Mike playing that.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, I want to touch base on that World of Warcraft. Like, we could talk hours about World of Warcraft. Like, we're not going to.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, maybe we should have like a whole episode of it, but we won't. I'm just
When
gonna.
we play it.
I'm just gonna talk about how fucked up it was. Like during that time when we played that we played it for like we didn't sleep. Like we were in that world. So
I was like the top. I was in the top.
yeah.
I was the third or second ranked rogue on the server at one point in gear score, I think. Like second or third. So like we played all the fucking time.
Played all the time. And I just want to like just think about it, okay? Like I go to my job, I get shit done, and when I get home, this is what I just thought about this. I get home, I log in, and then people are looking for you, right? Hey, Jagged Jack, or hey man, what's going on? And you just feel so accepted, and you feel wanted, you know, and you feel like you're needed. Like, oh, we need you to do this. We need you to help us do this and that and that.
Be our tank,
And I felt so wanted. And you know how fucked up that is? Like to go into a virtual world, to get that feeling. That was a part of my life. That's what made World of Warcraft so addicting to me, is when I logged into that world, it's like people were like waiting for me and
You had
and
a role.
needed me. Yeah.
You were a hero.
Yeah. Oh,
I need a
man.
hero.
And I was just like,
night.
oh, we need a tank. We need a healer. It's like
I
they
mean-
relied on me to log in to get them through
bad
things.
thing. That's not a bad thing. There
It
can be
it
both
got to a
positive
bad
and
thing.
negative
It got
about
to a
that.
bad-
I mean,
it got to a bad
it's a community, and it's
Yeah.
I was there.
it's a culture.
But like the stuff I put through my body, like I'd go get extra large
Mountain Dews,
poutine,
some fucking
extra
Big
cheese,
Macs.
full pizza. I'd eat a whole pizza every night. Oh fuck! I'd go for lunch. I'd go get a extra large
Okay,
poutine,
so-
extra cheese, and then that night for dinner, I'd go get a large pizza. Eat fucking
That
chow
was the downside of
Oh,
too
man,
much
and
World
I
of
didn't
Warcraft
wanna
to be
leave.
done.
and I became
Why not? We had nothing
got
to do.
huge. I got so massive. I was like 240 pounds of blob. Like I was
What do you
like
weigh now? Don't you weigh that now?
226, but I'm not. I'm not as round as
Far less World of Warcraft now, though.
But
Yeah.
wow.
Well, we had nothing to do, man. We didn't have girlfriends. We just fucking our friends played WoW, so we just went online and played fucking WoW. Of course, we're gonna play WoW and Oblivion and Oblivion.
Oh,
I never got into
offline
WoW
WoW.
in the sense that like the all the gilding and shit. I wasn't really
No, that was
looking
it.
for. I wasn't really
Well,
an
you were just a
LFG
filthy
person,
casual. Just a filthy
was.
casual.
but I paid for it. You know, I paid my dues and I played my paladin, my human pally. I got to like level 50 and I enjoyed that. And my hunter was like level 40. But no, I never did the guild thing. I didn't like talking to people. Ugh. Oh.
well, did you level your
40.
druid till max level, get all this rated gear, and then get kicked out of your guild for being an asshole, and then re-leveling a character, pretending to be someone else to get back into the same guild to do the same fucking thing? No, you didn't.
No. No, I did not.
And then we all met up in real world, and they talked about Jagged Jack, the druid that got kicked out, and then I was ShamWow, the healer,
I remember the name.
and then they found out that I was Jagged Jack. They kicked out of the guild. Fuck, that was funny. That was fucking funny. Like, you're Jagged Jack? I'm like,
Wow. Idiot.
You're like, get out of here. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
he's like-
You're no
he's like-
longer welcome here.
He's like, you're the first one I had to kick out of the guild. I was like,
I don't even remember it being.
oh no, because what happened was I was looking for a group.
Oh,
and I was,
right,
like,
you were
spamming.
like general chat. Yeah,
And I was like spamming, looking for druid, whatever, looking for a group, blah, blah, blah. And then one of the guild members who I didn't know, but he was, I guess, one of the higher ups in the guild. He's like, that's not good form. You need to stop spamming. I'm like, fuck you. Like, who the fuck are you? Who do you fuck? Don't talk to me. Who the fuck are you? Blah, blah. I just like ripped him apart. And
He's
then
like a guild I'm your guild master. You
The guild
dumbass.
master's like, okay, yeah, we can't have you in the guild. Fuck you. I don't need you. Jagged Jack don't need you. I'll go raid by myself.
You guys need me. I keep you alive. I was healing you. Fuck you.
Oh man! And
Yeah,
then
it's
I
very
started.
complex. Psychologically, it's very complex.
Yep.
You should see somebody about that.
I did. Yeah, that was like, what? He did that? And I was like, still in the guild. I'm like, oh well. I was like, what the hell did you do? You
no
idiot?
idea that this is going on in my own brother's lives, virtual lives. Jonathan's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know him. He's my brother. I'm still in the guild.
And then Jonathan kept raiding. He just got to keep raiding, and I was there, just got kicked out. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah,
I'll start a new character, and then I leveled
Left
the
by the
whole new character.
sidelines.
Yeah, I leveled the whole new character in a new like whole thing, and then I got back in.
class. Yeah. And I
Got
that
back
whole
in.
time I was just raiding and gathering
Yeah,
and
exactly.
getting gear and getting. So I was just like, I was fucking. I had such a sick rogue. Oh, my rogue was
is funny.
dirty, filthy.
Did you guys
tier
ever?
sets? Oh,
I don't
every
think you
tier
guys
sets.
ever,
As soon as they came out, we'd get the tier sets. Ooh,
You never
Loved
played
it.
Lord of the Rings online, eh?
No.
You might have tried it.
No, I never
I
even
don't
tried
think I
it.
ever tried it. Yeah, I don't even think I ever did.
It was cool. It was cool. If you're a fan, it was cool because like the zone, all the maps, like the zones and everything of all those places, it was really cool. Now I don't know how they do it because it's all like free to play and you can pay to unlock zones that have quests for certain levels and all that shit. Right? I had a Hobbit burglar, which was really cool because you could go like stealth. It was like the rogue basically, which was
Okay.
really sweet. And it took me. I just remember like loving the landscape. I liked it more than WoW, obviously, because I was a huge. I was reading the books at the time, but I just remember like It took me so far. Like I started in You started in like the Shire, and then you go to Bree, and then you go to all the areas around all that stuff. And I was just like, this is cool. It's taking me to all these places that I kind of like. It's the only visual representation of that world that you saw, but I liked it a lot. So that was my. was my big one. I obviously played a lot of
That
World
would
of
be
Warcraft.
sick.
but
Actually, I would love that if they did that.
It was cool. It's just the graphics.
Maybe they need a
aren't
new one.
amazing.
Yeah, the graphics look shit.
Yeah.
That's why I never downloaded it.
I have
Worse than
another
WoW?
question for you guys. What?
The graphics were worse than WoW.
Well, WoW has a very
Yeah,
specific
it's
kind of
cartoony. They
stylized
Did WoW
cartoony.
as well.
That's another thing too. No, this kind of more toward the realistic looking type of style. Maybe for a closing thought, I don't know what you guys think.
Yep.
The future of multiplayer online games. What would you guys maybe want to see come out of the online multiplayer experience? Anything unique that you'd like to kind of see, you know, something that's different than the usual stuff that you see? I feel like FPS games and MMORPGs are kind of like the dominating market, or have always dominated the market for these kind of, you know, online experiences. And so I'm happy to learn about games like, you know, Sea of Thieves, Skull and Bones, Elite Dangerous, No Man's Sky, all these cool online-based games that aren't strictly falling under FPS and MMORPG. I'd like to see more of that shit.
Let's take simulation games, put them online. Like, I don't know, like food truck simulator, let's say, for instance. And you start a business, you hire other players to run in your food truck with you. You're the manager, and you have to look after like your
Expenses,
Yeah.
staff.
and then your staff comes in late. It'd be like a whole new guild thing, but in like a job. And then people would be working for you.
You don't need to revisit the guild thing. I think you're done with that.
They mutiny and just kick you out of your own. What are you talking about?
A simulation
That'd
world.
be awful.
Yeah, but like you have to have employees that are actual real people and players.
I just wish there was more
Interesting.
games that you could play 4-player. Like, there's not a lot
Oh,
of 4-player
yeah.
games that aren't. You know what I mean? Like, with a team, I want to play 4-player, either co-op or 4-player, like Battle Royale. There's only Warzone that does 4-player Battle Royale.
I think
Right.
PUBG does it.
Oh, PUBG,
So does
I don't play
Fortnite. Do it.
PUBG.
It's just Apex
Fortnite-
that's stupid
Fort-
and doesn't fucking do
Fortnite
4
doesn't
player.
have quads.
Yeah,
I don't think
it does.
Fortnite has quads. I don't think so.
Four-person co-op, like on the same team type thing.
Yeah, 4
No,
player.
there's no Fortnite quads, bro.
Are you sure?
Only
It's Fortnite.
Only Warzone has quads. which is stupid.
Yeah.
So, like, I wish there was more 4-player co-op games because I have 4 buddies who we play games with online.
Yeah, and one's always left out.
So there's always going to be someone left out unless we're playing fucking Warzone, and we're done playing Warzone. I don't want to play Warzone anymore until the new one comes out. Then I'll maybe play it and try it.
It's always 3 You're saying it's always a 3-person ordeal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always
strange.
3.
It's very
3
strange.
or 2. Like even multiverses, you can play 4, but you'd have to play a free for all. Otherwise, you have to
Sea
play
of Thieves
2
has a
v2.
4-person galleon, guys. You could play
There
Sea
you
of
go.
Thieves.
That's
There you
good.
go.
See,
You know what?
that's
Person
cool.
galleon.
For the King only has 3-player. You know how great that would be?
King.
4-player?
Oh, Chivalry 2. Chivalry 2, another great example of, yes, kind of an FPS, quote-unquote, game, but it's like medieval, and you can be an archer or a knight. Like, that's cool. It's got a unique little flavor to it that you just don't see a lot. And I got to download that. We can play that. But I'm waiting for sale.
But it's fine
Comic
if it's
Caboose.
a shooter. I just want to have it co-op.
Comic
Yeah.
Caboose said he'll join us if we get Chivalry 2. If you get Chivalry 2, we all get in.
Who did? Who
I
said?
have it. I have it on
Gillis.
Xbox, right?
Oh, nice.
Comic
Yeah, but
Caboose.
Daniel don't got it yet.
I have yet to buy it because I haven't seen it on sale yet.
It's hard. It's hard
Yeah,
on
interesting.
controller.
More co-op
I can't
games,
play
yeah.
it. I can't play it on controller. But yeah, like yes, that's it. But like what I think is going to happen, I don't expect more 4-player co-op games. We're just going to get like these weird metaverses that's all that's going to happen. It's like we're going to get these more immersive online worlds that they just want people to spend time in and
money.
full of microtransactions and like hangouts, metaverse and VR and shit like that. Like eventually we'll just be Wade Watts in Ready Player One.
I can't wait.
Ready Player One.
I mean, it would be cool if it was done well.
We'll be searching for
to see.
Easter eggs and clues and shit and games.
This is what I want. I want you guys, or my wife, to hook me up to a machine when I get old, like 80 years old, and I'm all like wrinkly and about to die. Just hook me up to a machine, plug me into the metaverse, and I'm just there for the rest of my days. Just like that. And my mind will just be
Noted.
out and gone. Okay.
They kick him out of whatever
Uploaded.
like community he's in at
got
that
nothing
age.
left.
The old fucking man. They're like, you can't play with us anymore, man.
He's got
I
nowhere
have
to go.
nothing.
Oh, man.
Just tears falling down his cheek.
Then I die. Then I die.
Die alone. Think about this. I think even if you don't have VR, it would still be cool to have a unified launcher across all platforms. Let's say this. Imagine this.
Okay.
A unified launcher across all platforms, but it's an actual world that you log into. So in that world, you log in with your avatar, your little guy, and you would go to a place on the map that you launch Steam from. And from there,
Ooh, yeah.
you access
okay.
all your Steam games.
Cool.
And then it's like a big building. And then another building down the road is where you get your like Xbox and PC Game Pass. It's like a big thing, and you just walk in. Yeah, it's like all in the same spot. And then the Epic Launcher is over here, the Epic Launcher building. And it's like this big twisted tower style Fortnite
infrastructure.
building. And you could just go inside this world. It's just the unified,
Jack
I
in.
don't know what you would call it. Elysium.
Elysium.
Isn't that what it's?
Yeah. It would be the guy with the teeth from that Don't Look Up movie who would like be controlling it. Like he'd be the inventor.
Yeah, the guy from Ready Player One. That's the guy.
Yes, it is the same guy.
We extracted $13 trillion worth of. But in between that, when you're not in the in your launchers or whatever, it's a chill hangout, like the Stormwind Fountain,
Yeah.
It's like a big lobby. Yeah, a big lobby.
and you hang out and you have mini
Stormwind
games. Yeah, mini games in the world, and But I want it to be like cyberpunk style, you know? That would be cool.
Yeah,
Hell
that
yeah,
would be
that'd
sweet.
be sick.
Like
That'd be
fucking
sweet.
neon lights and Neo Tokyo shit. That's what I think would be cool.
I'm down with that.
People are going to steal my ideas now because they said it and fucking get
Yep.
rich.
Yep.
And I'm going to be a poor fucking loser.
Yep. Just like how Microsoft stole my idea for Game Pass. Just how it goes.
Okay. Okay.
Just how it goes. I said it.
oh my god.
I said, you know what's coming? Video games like Netflix. I said that. I said it.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Neither do
Cool.
I.
Well, guys,
Was that it? All right.
That was
cool.
everything for me. I got all my stuff talked about.
Cool. That was cool. That was good. That was nice. That was
yeah.
There's a lot to talk about. Multiplayer online games. Mm-hmm. We'll see, because there's it's only going to be up from here in terms of what's coming. So we will see what types of other games we have to look forward to. That's it for this week's episode. We want to thank everyone for taking the time to listen and or watch. Please be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. We're going to have some fun content coming out there with the Halo playthrough series, so don't miss that. Give us a rating and review on Spotify or Apple Podcast if you can, because it really helps us out and it gets us out to more ear holes. Okay, we want to get in your ear holes. Remember, you can always leave us a DM on Facebook and Instagram, or tweet us if you want to leave a comment or ask any questions. Thanks again, everyone. We hope you have a wonderful night
And weekend.